we're going to cover the topic of branding, and we're here today with Nate Shannon of On the Verge, a consultant to the industry. Welcome to the show, Nate.
Thank you. Glad to be here.
All right, so walk us through the process of when someone needs to have a branded image created for them. What's one of the first things that you help with?
I think first I would turn it back to that person to say, what is it you want to be known for? What is it that's going to set you apart from your competition? What is your competition doing? What do you like? What do you dislike? Those sorts of things, and kind of see if they can't back into give me some answers that way. Let that guide the conversation first, and then start to offer solutions after that.
So in other words, you take a look at the competition, like maybe there's a restaurant that has a big company image, and then there's McDonald's, and then there's this restaurant which is like the friendly image, the friendly place to go. Something like that, you find a spot.
Exactly. I think that when you talk about branding, I think consistency. People like consistency. They like to know that they're going to get the same product at each of those locations. So I think, yeah, exactly. I think you're right.
And then once you have that brand image, how do you take them through the process of writing the materials, illustrating it, and creating collateral material?
Again, I would kind of go back to what is it they're using, and let's make sure, depending on what it is they told me, if they wanted to be known as a small, warm family feel type culture versus a big, chain with lots of corporate resources. Let me take a look at the collateral they have and see if it conveys that feel. That'd be the place I'd start.
Very good. And then, of course, the neat thing is once we've created this image for them, now they can take those colors, those logos, the written material, and we can apply it to social media, Facebook sites, and so forth.
Absolutely. Training collateral for your hourly staff. You can just make sure you build it into their speak and so on and so forth. But you're absolutely right. I mean, you can go back and apply it to all facets of their operation.
And can you give us an example from that local client, that restaurant you worked, or Tasty something?
Yeah, right.
Tell us a little bit about what you did there.
This was a gentleman who had a wine bar, and he had some interest. He had some identity problems. And there were a couple of other wine bars in the area that were doing extremely well. So he needed to figure out what it was that's going to set him apart. So just in the way we just described, I said, hey, well, what is it about them that you like and you dislike, and let's figure it out. Let's kind of back into what it is you want to be known for in the Orlando market, where he happens to be.
Right. Well, this is a great example of you can't just sit in a room and think it all up by yourself. You got to look at the competitors. You got to see what's going on out there and compete head to head with that.
Absolutely.
That's very good. All right, Nate. Thanks for your time today.
You're welcome.